What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about BLZ. Just another quick update because it is doing exciting things, right? We're down 3% today, not that dramatic. If we're looking at this, what's the word I'm looking for? Fib scale here from this low to this high, we're very close to this 382. And that does leave the door open pretty wide. It leaves it very, very widely open to this, 7% drop impending. I do think we're going to go there. I do think that if I had to give it a likelihood, I'd say it's like 80%, 90% likely. And I know what they say about that. If you say something's 90% likely, it's probably not going to happen. Just from a fib perspective, with how this looks, you found support on your 236, you came below it, you found resistance on your 069 there. I very much, and then just let alone you kept building with decreasing volume, and we haven't seen the volume come back yet. I very much would think that you would at least go here below 12 cents. Here we are at 12.5 cents. That's at 11.7 cents. It's not that big of an assumption to make, right? That's not like, I'm not going to like clap my hands and pat myself on the back if it goes there because that's, it's not really a hard conclusion to make, even though I've been calling for prices to go lower since we were all the way up here. But let's be fair. I was calling for him to go lower when it was over here. When it was over here, you know what I mean. So I've been proven right over time after I was proven wrong over time. So you're going to be right, you're going to be wrong. It's not about that. It's about patience. It's about risk management. And I think that whenever you see something like this, just going forward, you see price continuing to go up, and you're just like, damn, I wish I was in on this. And don't get me wrong, I wish I was in on it too, man. From this low here to this high there, that's a 90% growth, right? And that happened in the 9th of September to the 20th of September. That was an 11 days, 90% gain. I wish I was on that too. But you're not going to buy the exact low. You're not going to buy or sell the exact top. Maybe if you're really lucky you will, but nobody's going to do that. So instead of 90%, maybe you make 60%, 40%, 50%, whatever. But all in all, you guys, when you see this kind of movement that's crawling upwards like this, you have a nice blast off, a breakout, and you continue to crawl upwards. This whole zone is like a consolidation phase. You can see it, right? It's like all maintained going in the same direction, but volume is bleeding. This is a telltale sign that it's going to come to an end. And when it does, it's going to happen fast. Generally speaking, this isn't too fast. It's not as fast as this, and I wouldn't expect it to be a drop like this, but this is still pretty fast, like coming down like this. We dropped in the course of a few weeks now, we've dropped 43%. That's pretty fast. And just kind of reiterating, hitting on the point that we probably will go to this 382. I do think we'll go below it. There is significant support here. We got support there. We have some closing and opening bases here, or closing and opening candles here on the daily candles. Even some resistance back here, support here. That would make sense to me to go in this. I wonder even from low to high here. It's like right, from this low to high of this overall consolidation zone, that 382 lines up with the golden ratio of this consolidation zone. So there is a lot of support coming in this area. We could find a low there, but I personally am not buying there. I am waiting for prices to go lower. I do think, seeing this kind of formation where the volume dies off and the price just continues to go upwards, generally you do see a price that comes back to where the volume was, before it started to die off, and that's in this area here, which is anywhere from about, if I really had to guess, yes, this is the top here in that kind of area. Let me just delete all these so I have less lines. Right there, and then here's the bottom. But I personally would probably buy, if we're here at the 0.5, I don't look for support around the 0.5. I generally look for it at the 618. This could be an instance where we find support on the 0.5, but regardless, I would think that we go below 10 cents and probably somewhere above 7 cents. And I know, I have this line here that lines up with the 618. That's right there at 8 cents. But this 6.9 area also is somewhat of a significant area. We kind of wicked out right here on this daily. We had some resistance here. It actually was a previous, if we put a line right here on the 6.9, let's see. Right there, you can go back, you can see support here, a little bit of resistance here, resistance there, support there. This line in itself is significant too. So I feel comfortable in saying that it's probably going to go below 10 cents, but above 7 cents, somewhere in that range before this drop is done. And I do plan on buying in this kind of area. I'm going to delete the fibs now. In this overall area personally, somewhere below about 9.8 and then 7 cents there. I do think we'll get below this purple line as the days go on. This purple line looks like it's just climbing up, but once we get there, it'll probably be a decent time to buy. And just because it gets there doesn't mean it can't go lower. It definitely can. But we might not go that low. Again, I want to go back to what I was saying. You know, this 382 area, there is significant support there. Don't be shocked if we go here, we find a little bounce, and then it's just a lower high, right? We just continue to go down. Don't be shocked if we go from here all the way up to the 236 and then go down more, right? That's very normal fib behavior, actually. So, and finding support on it before, if we came down, found support on this, and then rejected the 236, that shouldn't throw us off at all. That should kind of almost be an expectation, but it doesn't have to happen. You know, I say almost be an expectation because you could go through the 382, come back and find support on or resistance on it, and then continue to go down, something like that. Who knows what it's really going to look like? You might just disregard it entirely and just keep bleeding down. But ultimately, very high likelihood that we will at least see numbers below 12 cents. And I would say there's still a very strong likelihood that we see numbers somewhere in this area around 7 to 8 cents. I would say, you know, I'm buying personally below 10 cents, but above 7 cents. That's the area that I'm buying. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor, but just wanted to do a quick little update on BLZ because I do think things are looking, you know, the bearish resolve is coming to fruition. This 4-hour RSI looks ugly, man. Looks like it wants to go down, somewhat neutral, but to a down effect. You know, we held this, and we're slipping. We are starting to slip now. Volume's coming in as we're slipping. I think we're going to get a bigger move, something like this, maybe, or even bigger. Who knows? Maybe something like this. It could be smaller, but something that's going to take us below 12 cents, probably around that 382 area very soon. Very soon. It's Tuesday now, so I would say, you know, probably by the end of the week, but it might even be like by the end of tomorrow. It's probably going to happen very soon. So just be prepared for that. You know, this isn't news. You guys know if you've been watching the channel that I've been expecting this to go down for quite some time. But, you know, other than that, I think I've said everything I need to say. Yeah, so if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll be keeping you guys up to date with this thing and what I'm doing with it. Again, I am planning on buying BLZ, just not here. I think it's going to go a little bit lower. So take care, everybody. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to show support and see some more videos from me. You know, appreciate everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Bye-bye.